Oh, hi. We're going to play some Lost Viking on the Sega Genesis Mini. Using this controller right here. 3 buttons. Don't mind if I do. Wah! A, B, and C. This, well, like I said, is going to be on the Mini. Welcome in. Look at there. There's the Mini right there. See? Hand. Larger than Mini. Oh, Neo Geo Pocket. Don't mind if I do. Upcoming video about that later. Not hearing any audio, though. That's interesting. All right. I wonder what's up there. What's up with that? I think this did this yesterday, too. Let's find out. Let's see if we can figure out why no audio. Need to turn it off and then turn it back on again, maybe? Tech 101. Turn it off, turn it back on again. You may see that Hakchi pop up here. This is a modified Genesis. Let's see. There it goes. Much better. There it is. There's the joy I was expecting. You're tuning in this week, June the 20th, 2025. Sega is currently getting ready to delist a lot of their classic titles from the iOS and Android stores. But they're giving them away for a while, ad-free. So, might want to do it if you still can. Wunderbrat, what is going on, my friend? Ah, yes, love my Genesis. I love my Genesis as well. It was my second game console after the Master System. Tell me about your history. Tell me about your history of video game consoles. I started out on the 8-bit computers, Wunderbrat. How about you? Same? Man, I love me some Sega Master System, bruh. Really underrated 8-bit system. A lot of people talk about the NES, also an amazing system, but I don't think the Master System gets nearly enough love. I think we need to fix that. What do you think? I think it's a grand idea. Oh, hi, Tex. How's it going, my friend? How you doing? I don't think I have... Doesn't even look like I've even... Well, Hakchi was on there. Let's see. Lost. I got some Heady on here. Want some Heady? Sonic. I promise you, we're getting to the Lost Vikings, the Sega Genesis. We played a little bit of the... Played just a little bit last night of the SNES version. Where is my Hakchi at? I bet it's under this one. Let's take a look here. Looking now. There it is. That's what I thought. There it is. This music is so darn jaunty. I highly recommend getting a Sega Genesis Mini if the price is right. What's the price? Price is right. It's sub $100 if you can find one somewhere. Great way to experience these old games. Typically come with this 3-button controller. You can get the Sega Genesis Mini too. Awesome. Comes with the later 6-button. More for fighting games, right? Let's get these ROMs over here. Captain Kipper, what's up? How's it going, Captain? Did you order that Ambernick RG slide yet? I want the white one. I looked at the looked at some of the deals that was pointed out on Reddit to get off AliExpress. Just a little cheaper that way by about $20 or $30. Happy the weekend is here. Same. Ready for this weekend. Ready for the weekend. Told you I'd be back. you I'd be back. Here I am. Anybody play the Game Boy Advance version of this one? I'm going to go back and check it out before the next show at the Play Retro Show. Ooh, you've been building Lego sets all week. What you been building, Captain Kipper? What you been building over there? Bought a big box at the thrift store. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. What kind of a big box? That one or not? Do I have to add it as a maybe because it's zipped up? Add this to my taskbar as well. Oh wow, $15 contain 12 plus set Star Wars Pirates. Why'd you get that for $15? Oh, at the thrift store. You said at the thrift store. I didn't read that part. You did say at the thrift store. I was thinking you went to the Lego store. I'm like, that is insane. I must go today. But okay, thrift store is different. That's different. Day is the 20th. Got our Mega Drive file. Let's see if we can. Nope, doesn't look like we're gonna let us do that. All right, that's fine. That. Party, party, party. All right. Sync selected games. There we go. Oh, it says, sorry, it's too much. Too much, it says. We're over by too much. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. There you go. Now it has to reboot the hack G. It's got to reboot his thing. Now let's hope we got some. There we go. Yeah, we got some Lost Vikings in here now. There we go. Oh, what is that? What's the difference between this and that? Why is this and what is that? 1 player, 3 players. Okay, did I upload the SNES version too? There's a 3-player? I guess that's right. Oh, I did. Which one is that one for? Okay, let's see here. I don't need one of these. I'm getting rid of that one. Getting rid of that one. I don't know why that's even in there. Must have accidentally included that one. No, that shouldn't be. What is that one then? What is that file even? Is that just an option or something? That's weird. Well, we're just going to pretend like that's not there for now. I don't know what that one is. In the game, the 3 Vikings. Welcome in. Oh, hi, I'm Brian Dunaway, and we're about to play some retro video games. We're checking out the Lost Vikings this week for the Play Retro Show. A game I never played, so this is a first-time playthrough for me. I did get a little bit of experience last night using the SNES version, which was where it was released originally, by Silicon Synapse, which became Chaos, which became Blizzard. So let's see what this 3 Viking game with different abilities for each. So we make our way through time. We've been abducted by aliens and we're escaping, and we're going to travel through time to get back home to our family. I don't have a save here, so we'll have to start from scratch, but hopefully it won't take very long to get back to where we were, because we're still in the spaceship. I think we were still in the spaceship. Oh, by the way, I didn't realize core was still going on. Jeebus. But okay. How do they do that? God, they've been probably going for like, what, 4 hours? They're still just talking. Scott Johnson's my co-host on the Play Retro show. Right now he's talking to John and Bo about general gaming stuff, and they have been streaming for 4 freaking hours. That is insane. Me and Scott usually do maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours if you throw in a retro cartoon for the for the Discord watchers. But man, that is crazy. Mad respect. We're talking about 3 Vikings. Scott Johnson, Bo, and John. There's your 3 Vikings right there. Everybody's Friday, Saturday, wherever in the world you are. Hope it's going good. Puppy Kitten Trout is here. Welcome in. Super Magic Buddy Friend. Hope you and all are having a great night. Absolutely. The Veal. Why? I gotta see if I can pronounce this one. The Veal. I'm the villain. The coin. What? I'm not separating that right. All right. Dave, the Veal, the coins. Where am I supposed to be doing the emphasis? I'm absolutely murdering it. Yes, you too can also have your handle murdered by hanging out. But thank you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. And eventually I will get your name correct. Oh, I have the font. The font is weird. I was thinking, how do you start that with a T? The font is weird on the chat. It looks like a T, but when I look in a Twitch chat, it says I have all the coins. Well, it's like a T over there on the other. The have all the coins. I recognize it now. That was hilarious. All right, let's do it. Oh my gosh. It's going to be one of those nights, right? It's perfect. It's perfect. We have some scan lines already built in Silicon Synapse. Like I said, that's Chaos, eventually become Blizzard. Got our FM sound this time around as opposed to the SNES sound, which is, a little more analog-y sounding. Looks similar to the SNES version. I don't think this is the demo that we saw on the SNES version, though. Let's SEGA. Look, the font is with you, says Puppy Kitten Trout. I have all the coins for you. So much better. Hey, it's the Lost Vikings. Back when Silicon Synapse was still trying to figure out who they were, they've been doing some porting. The games, and it's one of their real big first official releases. My name is Eric the Swift. I can run like the wind. All right. We're going to kind of just walk through this part. And this is going to be interesting because we are using the Sega Genesis 3 button controller. And on the Super NES, you have 4 buttons. Here, we're only going to have 3. Will it be enough? Quick story point so we can get through it real quick. We've been abducted by aliens, and we got to find our way. All right. This is our platformer, Eric the Red, right? All right. It's Eric the Red. When you see these hints, these boxes. Wait, did it say box this time? You can get hints if you stand next to these buttons. Okay, so they're still calling them buttons here. All right, we need to go to the exit. But now we've got to switch between the characters. Okay, so how we're going to switch between the characters on the SNES, we had bumpers on the front of the controller. Let's take a look real quick. This is the control difference we're looking at here. And I don't think this would have been released for the 6-button controller. It could be wrong, but let me get in here close. If you don't remember, quick reminder of what these these 16-bit era controllers look like. Got your Sega Genesis right here. I'm wiggling around A, B, and C. This is the one that came out with the original system. Would later on get some 6 buttons. There's no trigger buttons, but the SNES, we had a couple little buttons in the front. We got four face buttons here, a select and a start. All I've got is a start button on this bad boy, so let's see how we do all the things. We got to change between the characters. Do we have to hit the start button? That allows us to get into that mode. Okay, how do we get out of this? C gets us back out of it. That makes me jump. Must be a combination of buttons. Probably should have went through the tutorial, right? Okay. Okay, we're right there. Okay. All right, I'm just going to try to figure this out in my brain. I'm not having much luck. That doesn't do anything. All right, let's see. Maybe we hit that, maybe? Okay, how do I change characters? I mean, I would think it had to be some combination of hitting the start button, which allows you to manage your inventory. But you would maybe gotta hold. Wait. Let me think. Oh, maybe gotta hold a button. Maybe gotta hold a button. What do you think about that? Blunderbrat says we are only seeing Brian, not the game. Got it. There it is. Okay, so confirmed. You got. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, so this might be a problem doing this on the Mini. And the reason why is because if you hold down the start button on the Mini, it will eventually take you to the system menu screen. Wouldn't see that, of course, on the original Genesis. But in order to flip between the characters, you hold the start button. And then, yeah, as long as you're holding the start button, you can then use your D-pad to select your characters. You have to be careful not to hold that start button too long. Fascinating. All right, then you hit the start button again, and it selects the character. Wink. Goodbye. I can't get this guy, but I can go down, go to the exit. Thunderbrat can confirm. Better now. Now that I'm not just looking at Brian's stupid face. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. All right. Hold down the start button. Get over to Olaf. Olaf has our shield. He's going to block the lasers. And we just got a timer. Let's make sure you still got the butt crack. Okay, still does the butt crack just like the NES, the SNES version. All right. What are we doing here? I don't know. Kick it. You guys just shut up and follow me? All right. There you go. Password is the same as it was in the SNES. We're getting past that first section, getting to the second one, straight to it. GR8T. Great. Great. Pew. Pew. To select an item, press start, and then move the flashing box over the item. Press start to exit. Now, this confused me on the SNES because you can select the item, but the only item we have in hand is a tomato, and that tomato will increase your health if you need it. Each of the Vikings seems to start with 3 bits of health. It looks like there's an option maybe for like a 4th one there. I'm not sure. I haven't gone that far. But it was a little confusing as I kept trying to use it. And will not use it when you do that. To use a selected item, press C and press. Okay, so press C and start simultaneously. Somebody remember that. I'm going to totally forget that. Okay, we always want to get Olaf in the front because he is going to That's a lot of button clicks. Oh man, if I'm using Windows over here. In order to switch the characters, I have to hold down the start button, select the character I want, release the start button, and press the start button again. No, just releasing the start button will get rid of it. Okay. Okay, little much, but you know. Okay, and you have to wait just a second too, because if you get into the menu select item, you have to wait just a second. Okay, we will not be able to do that here because we need to talk to this guy. But we can't hit the button because... Oh, we can hit the button. Our platforming guy can hit the button with the C button. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. What is the computer? Never mind. So what basically is telling us to find some bombs, we got to blow up the computer. We'll start slowing down very shortly. If you want to see some of this early gameplay, just head back and look at video from Wednesday. And I'll also mark it as the Lost Vikings, the SNES. And you can hopefully link it down in the show notes or down at the bottom. And then you can just go watch it. Oh, it's coming. This guy. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Oh, I got to block him. All right, there we go. All right. Whew. Yeah, that was bad. All right. We need to get our ranged character here. Take care of that for us. Okay, those are the bombs up there. We need to get the bombs. There we go. Got that guy. And we shoot to open that up. Anybody complete the Lost Vikings back in the day? This will be my first playthrough. I don't know why I keep loading up my guy with all the things. But I seem to. Giving him all the health items for some reason. Now, interesting. I know we can hand those off to, if I'm near him. Let's switch over to our other character here. All right, no. One more. There we go. All right. Now if I choose that. Okay, so I got it. I've selected it. Now can I... Now that I'm standing next to it, how do I do that part? Oh, there it went. Okay, there we go. All right, since it's standing near me. Okay, when it's selected, I just go there. Okay. Okay, there you go. Tell you what, boy, Nintendo's more buttons is really saving them here. They're just much easier. Wonderbot said, just play recently on Game Pass and you are better than I. I am planning on playing on the Game Pass as well. It may be better with that, you know, that controller, that Xbox controller, I think will be better. Let's see. Yeah, it's confusing, you know? All right, but it's like, oh man, it's got, oh, I keep wanting to, all right, there we go. Yeah, the character selection is probably the most difficult to keep my mind wrapped around. I keep wanting to cycle out of it. All right. Now here's a place that's going to block us unless we go blow up the computer. We learned all this last night by playing on the SNES version. I'm no super genius or nothing. I'm just an average genius. No, I'm not even. I'm an average dummy. How's that? Wink. And we got our bomb. This is my guy with the bombs, right? All right. And we just need to lay a bomb here. I believe we have selected. And we'll have to do that first. All right, did I lay it? Oh, nope, don't trash it. I need to have my menu selection. It'll be flashing. My gosh, I'm so bad at this. Okay, oh, nope. So B does not drop it. Does C drop it? What do I gotta do here? I think A would drop it. Because B... And then A, maybe? I don't want to trash it. Oh my gosh, I might have to go read something. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so if it's flashing and then we hit the start button. Okay, so there's the squares flashing, but we need to select it with B. And then if we hit the start button, no, that doesn't do it either. Oh, wow. Brett says, is that on your business card? Brian Dunaway, average genius. Yes. Just average genius. Not super genius, just average genius. I'm almost tempted to pull the manual out of this because I am not getting it. Matter of fact, let's just take a quick look at the manual here. In fact, we'll do just that, and we're gonna go to our favorite manual project here. Let's get this pulled. Get you guys involved, and then you guys have to remind me. Shout if you must. I do not switch over and back to where I'm supposed to be. So let's. I've been known to do that. We're over here on vim.net and looking at the manual project. Let's go to. We looked at the Super Nintendo last night. We're gonna go to the Sega Genesis. A lot of these are typically PDFs. Let's see. Lost Vikings, that would be L, right? I'm assuming that, no, they may not have one. We might have to head over to Archive or possibly Sega Retro. That's also a nice place to go, right? So, not Sega Retro, but SegaRetro.org. We usually have a lot of information about the different games. Well, some new contests, it looks like. And let's look for the Lost Vikings. Of course, we could always head over to Archive. I guarantee they got it over on Archive, but I like giving a little love to the other places as well. Let's see, story, gameplay, characters, items, and sometimes it's just listed right on the main screen. As you can tell here. Might even have to pull the manual up. Okay, the player can only control one Viking at once, but can switch between them at any point by pressing the start and a direction on the D-pad, such as left or right. And X and Z. Oh, I guess if you had... So I guess it does support the 6 button. We might have to try that as well. I'm not sure if you would have had the 6 button. What year was this released? Let's do a little math. We didn't have the 6 button right away. It was released in '94, so it's pretty late in life for the Sega Genesis. So probably a chance that you would have it. As they say right here, is the Sega Mega Drive version came later than others. Supposed in 1992, it contains 5 stages not present in any other version. These being stages 11, 8. Oh, nice. The music's also slightly different. The game is compatible with 6-button control pad and team player. Okay. Allowing for up to 3 players, which is more because I think we only had a 2-player on the other. Interesting. How would they... So natively, the SNES had 2-player ports. Of course, you had interfaces that allow you to plug in more, as well as the Sega Genesis only had 2. I think it wasn't until the N64 that we had more ports. And I don't think Sega got more ports until they got all the way to the Dreamcast, because I want to say the Genesis... I'm sorry, the Saturn only had 2 ports. Of course, you could always get a multi-tap and do more. Ambassador Domo, what's up? Stay cool, Brian. I know it's hot today. Yes, it is, but I see it will go triple by Tuesday. Correct. Next week, it looks like a lot of the U.S. will be experiencing, I think they're calling a heat dome. I'm sure there are other parts of the world, too. I just saw the weather report this morning. I just stayed local. More local weather is probably one of the most local things I do. Most impactful. So maybe we do need to bust out that 6-button pad, but let's struggle through it first. Let's struggle through it since we've already kind of went through these areas anyway. That'll be a good time to struggle through it. Each Viking, let's see, start mode, to share items. Yeah, CY. See, these are all. These are all the other things. But what did the manual say specifically? Print advert. Oh, let's see what would it. Let's see the sexy advert that would have showed up. Ambassador Dome, how about you? How are you doing? How's your Friday, Saturday going? Electronic Gaming Magazine Monthly. Well, let's see how they were selling this thing. I know that one of, I think it was Nintendo Power had a poster for your wall, and I've almost ordered one for the Lost Vikings. Didn't you guys rip out the posters out of your magazines and hang them on your wall? Oh, look at this badass thing here. I want this controller. This is where I always go wrong. Oh my God, look at that. What is this thing called? Can I do 2 pages at once? I want to see 2 pages at once. I don't think this viewer is going to let me do that, though. That's too bad. But oh my God, does that have like a digital pad readout? Is that SG Pro Pad? I don't remember this at all. And now I must go to eBay to see if I can find. What is this? That's me. We just went Inception on ourselves. All right. This is the, what is this called? SG Pro Pad to the second power. SG Pro Pad to the second power. Let's take a look at this thing. I didn't know anything about this. Oh, I like it though. And it's very reasonably priced. Were these any good? Did people like these? I don't remember these at all. Frickalete, what's up, my friend? How's it going? And what's this other one called? This other one's called Program Pad. That looks like it. That's an SNES version, right? Or is this also? It's a Sega magazine. You would think it'd be Sega, but it's got the 4 face buttons and D-pad. And it's got a couple of bumpers on the front too. Interesting. I didn't mean to take this side note, but look at this badass piece of artwork right here. He is zapping something. I love that art. I need a shirt with that. Doesn't this look cool though? I don't know what this guy is doing down here with this. What does he do? It's a cleaning kit. Oh, there's a cleaning kit? The handy gear? Oh my God, what the hell is the handy gear? All right, I don't even know what all this stuff is, but I do want it. Let's see. SG Program Pad to the second power. So let's look at this SG Program Pad. I don't know anything about these. I've never seen anything about these. To the second power, I don't know if there's a difference here. This looks coolish. Cool. And how cheap? And what is this? Do you have to have like the cart to program it? Or okay, let's see. What do you need? Oh my God, this is so badass. I love this. Oh my God. All right. Do I have to have anything special? Do I have to anything special? This is so cool. Look, it's got like some buttons on the outside too. Oh, look at that. Looks like it got murdered. What is that all about? Yeah, Frickalete confirms that zapping with the controller would look great in a t-shirt form. Look at that. That is cool. Why is it so cheap? Does it say it works? They don't really say, do they? A couple dollars in shipping, of course. It's a black controller design for the Sega Genesis. It's a wired controller with a cable length of 6 feet. Compatible with the Sega Genesis console is made of plastic. Okay, that's nice. Neat. I kind of like that. This may be in my future. This one was $12. Only a couple of days. A couple of dollars for shipping. Coming out of Arizona. That one had a lot more photos, but this one looks like it's in pretty decent condition. You know, for $15, I could have that, or if I was crazy, I could, get the book and everything. Oh, this one looks nice too, from Canada. Canada. Oh, $7.99. Is that 0 bids though? Okay, that's a bid style. All right, this is a full box. I try to tell people this all the time. I'm not a collector. I try to tell people. What does that mean? I express to people, for some reason, they don't ask, but I tell them anyway. So I'm going to tell you the same thing. I express to people that I don't care about the boxes. I'm here to play and fiddle fart around. I'm not a collector. I'm a hoarder. And so I don't care about a box, and boxes just increase. So like I could get this, right? I get this for $9, $12. We've seen some prices, about, so I'm essentially paying, $25 for a box. The box is more expensive than the freaking thing in a manual. I mean, come on. That's why I'm not a collector. I don't care about paying an extra. I don't care about paying twice the price for something, or even more sometimes, to have a box. I put these in containers anyway to keep them safe, like plastic containers with drying agents, and I don't care about a box. 10 Lobster, enthusiast. I like that. Yeah, I'm an enthusiast. For some reason, the lighting in this photo is great. I don't know if this one's better, but whoever took the pictures has presented a more appealing package for me. Midwest Games, I think I've ordered from them before. Minnesota. You're up in Minnesota. Yeah. I'm interested. ProPad 6. Oh, God. I don't... Something dirty about that one. Maybe it's the dirt. But I really dig this one. This one's cool, man. Of course, I'm not showing the screen and whether it functions or not. Maybe I need to look at that. All right, so I'm adding that to my list of my shopping list. What was he doing? I was looking at the magazine. Why was I looking at the magazine? I forget why I was looking at the magazine now. I got so lost. Oh, yeah, we're looking at the magazine so that we could... Oh, this is electronic gaming, so this should be overall. Now, was that a Sega? It's SG, so it's got to be Sega, right? You wouldn't make something called SG. Rocky and Rocky. This is why I love looking at old magazines. Like, no one I talk to has ever mentioned Rocky and Rocky. And if I did a search right now for video games, SNES, for whatever year, 93 or whatnot, this would probably not show up. And I'd probably get no information, or it wouldn't stand out at least. But look at this. I mean, yeah. That grabs my attention. That's one of the reasons why I like looking at these old magazines. They really get me hyped for games. Like they're supposed to. In context. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Here's Nintendo's new NES. Look how that scan has got to be poor, because that's not the color these things were. That looks like a dark one. That looks cool the way it is in that picture. Forget it says, I believe that's called a Pocky and Rocky. Did I say it wrong? Did I say Rocky and Rocky? Was there a P in there? And I said it. You are so right. I was reading Rocky and Rocky. And I was wondering why it was called Rocky and Rocky. There you go. It's Pocky and Rocky. And you spelled it with the EY. It's just Y. Ha! So we were both wrong. You can look at my average genius card. People who stream without a chat room are just people who game without a chat room. Why even bother? Why even bother? There's another program pad. Look at that thing. $5 off. I wonder if they'll honor that $5 off if I take that to the eBay channel. Knockout titles. Here it is. Here's the big thing. Okay, here's what we're here for. Have you seen The Lost Vikings? Published by Interplay, brought to you by Silicon Synapse, right? But yeah, I used to get this is not the poster, but you would get a poster in some of these. All right, there you go. Look at that. Oh, look. Oh no, stepped on a tree and then broke your foot. I don't know what happened there. All right. Back to Lost Vikings. Hope you enjoyed that little side trip there. No, I did. I still don't know how to set the bombs. Look back to I was looking for the manual for that. That's Boy, I got a long way away from the base on that one, didn't I? Oh man! All right, let me. And the good thing is, I remembered to bring the screen back to normal. What we're supposed to do? U.S. re-release. It was a re-release at some point. Let's see. And I'll bring you back over if I find something interesting. Print advert, hacker. What is that? It was a hacker magazine. Physical scans of the box. Mega Drive. Okay, very cool. Technical. Was there not a? There's not a manual? Where's the freaking manual? Did Sega Retro let me down? Physical scans of the boxes. They even got a rental box. Oh, that's right. Sega actually. So if you don't remember, Nintendo was very anti-Blockbuster renting out their video games, and everybody renting out games, but specifically Blockbuster. There's a whole lawsuit that is a really fun read if you're into that kind of thing. But then there was Sega and other companies that were like, yeah, we might make a rental copy. So they did just that. So here's a rental copy of this. There's what the back look like, but that's not interesting. Let's go back to the front side. This is for the Mega Drive, so this would have been in the European market, right? Most likely. There you go. Mega Drive video game. Look at that. I don't know who any of this is. Maybe somebody knows. Beat Us If You Can. Ooh, 4-player adapter. There you go. That's the way you do it. Only can play with 3, but you can get up to 4. So don't forget to rent 4-player adapter while you're in there. Looks like we're going to archive.org to look for the manual for the Lost Vikings, and that is for the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. We're going to try the Genesis. It says here, but I didn't see a manual there. This may be the ROM. There, that's a Mega Drive collection, so okay, you can actually play in the browser too, by the way. You can do that with some of the... Oh, wait a minute. I did see a link somewhere. So, okay, so for some reason it wasn't linked on the page that I could see. But here it is. Lost Viking. Maybe just one, like an individual hasn't got like root or something. Handling your cartridge. The Lost Vikings Lost Manual. Houdini 7. What is up? Before Tank Girl has just arrived as well. Oh, hi. Got stuck in traffic. Will lurk while I eat supper. I wish I had dropped a P in there and I would eat super. Thunder Brat says, I don't know how you keep all your cameras straight. I know, right? So many angles. You got a rear cam over here. Got some Monkey Bone, by the way. Picked this up today. Anybody remember Monkey Bone? Look at this. Look at this. You've been monkey boned. Look at that. Push here. Monkey likes it. All right. Got the rear cam. I have a Stream Deck, so I can just like boink, hit that one. Why am I so low? Am I slouching, or do I need to adjust my camera? See, this is good stuff I need to know. And then here's our top-down camera. We got a 3D printer. If it's hooked up right now, I don't think it's turned on right now. We got a 3D printer too. I don't think it's on either. And then we have a work cam also not on, but we can go back to number 1. Here we go. Let's see. Rule the day. Rule the day. Says Ted Lobster. Ted Lobster, how's your week been? Controller. Here we go. Move left, right, start plus A. During play, will pause the game. And you'll be given the option to give up. Don't want to do that. Start. This is the inventory mode button. Also, so let's see. Start. C allows the Viking to activate buttons, flip switches, performs a primary ability. Start C. This is the use item button. It allows the Viking to use the highlighted item. Okay, so there's the problem. So we need to hit a start C. So we need to select it first and then do a start C. Oh my God. Look at these combos of things. Oh, am I playing a fighting game? Oh my God. Oh, but look how much easier it is. Look how much easier it is with the 6-button controller. And it's right there in the manual, so it is definitely something they intended for us to use. All right. Start C. So we got the bomb selected. Now if I hit start C, well, that drops the bomb. Run. You got to run. Don't want to run so far. I want to see it. Boom. All right. So we've knocked out the power. This is some of the aliens that are in the ship. They've been kidnapped just like us. I know, Freaky Lee. Don't you miss the manuals? I'm telling you, I've got a whole bunch of manuals, and I want to start my own little small Play Retro manual thing. Plutonian security will be looking for you. You will only survive if you work as a team. Facts. Grab this, grab that little spicy meatball. This luckily doesn't last too long. Let's see. I got that guy. Oh no, what happened? Did I? Dang it. I couldn't see because the screen was all red. And I laid the bomb that I had in my, oh, no. And you need all, do I have to have all three? I'm not sure if I have to all three. Will I be able to finish the game with just my platformer? And will the guys show back up after? This is actually a good test. So some levels are going to be you won't be able to complete them without all three, but let's see if we can make it to the end here with just Eric, or if there's going to be a problem. He's just our platformer. Oh, it's already going to be difficult because we're going to have to get past this guy. So you need all three to finish. All right, let's test that theory and see what it says exactly. All right, so far this guy is going in the other direction. That's good. Oh no! All right. Oh, it may be moot. It may be moot because we're going to die. All three of them die. Valhalla, baby. Get lost. Tonda is here. Welcome in, Tonda. How's it going? You just missed our manual discussion. It was amazing. Got a big old shout out to our good friend Tonder Gosa. Tonda Goser. Avian just resub for 24 months. They've been subscribed for 44 months. Thank you so much, Avian. Welcome in. And if you're not following Tonda Gosa, what are you doing with your life? I mean, come on, really? Just follow Tonda. I mean, he's a great retro streamer and also a friend of the community, and more importantly, a friend of Brian's. That's right. Always streaming great stuff. Usually streams, I believe, is going to be streaming again tomorrow on Saturday, unless there's some other scheduling going on. What time are you planning on streaming tomorrow, Tonda? Also, by the way, we're in the middle of an ad break, and now's probably a good time for me to finish talking about Monkey Bone. So you got to get boned. This is the special edition. Got Brendan Fraser, right? Got Bridget Fonda, Chris Kattan, right? Who's the butt monkey? I'm not sure. It is unruly brilliance. I can't wait to watch this. If you haven't seen already, I just teased this a little earlier. I teased the monkey bones butt. All right. And it says, is this you got to, right, you push the little things. You got to get in there, and right there in the monkey butt, you got to push here, it says, and then you get boned. There you go. Look at that. We got to do a big old watch party on this bad boy. I went with the DVD. It seemed more appropriate on DVD than VHS. I don't know if this is a VHS type thing. I think this is a little bit later. You would probably been doing DVDs. I think this is what, early 2000s or late 90s. Let me see. Widescreen version presented. Oh, nice. Screw you guys. Got some bonus features. 2001, it looks like. 2001. So more, in my opinion, appropriate for a DVD format, because that's what you do. Glasses all hung up. Much like how I read stuff. I have to like pop my glasses up and really get in there. Welcome back, everybody, on Twitch. You had to watch some ads. Welcome in. Oh, let's see. What did ICU say? Usually nothing bad. Probably said butthole. That is great. Yeah, ICU dropped a whole... I don't know what he was all shouting out, but there you go. We're going to allow it this time around. Even though this is a very wholesome stream. Brian, I permitted... term sluts. I Did that added? I don't want to add it. I just wanted to allow it this time because in the spirit of which it was said, not because I think that is a appropriate term. I've got to go back and check that. Otherwise, you guys are going to be tossing that around all night. No need to apologize. We took it in the spirit it was meant. I see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday, my friend. Try again? Of course we're going to try again. I can't believe I blew it up. There's my other Viking friends who are going to show up now. What's up? All right. Let's see if we can move through a little faster this time. Nope, we need to stop there because we've had to pick up some bombs. Some bombs. All right. Probably can go ahead and... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't pick up that mater, though. I think we need to go over here and stop this guy. And we need to go back to Eric so we can grab that because he's the only platformer, the only one that can really jump up high. Pondigosa, were you here last night? I don't think you were here last night, right? We played this on the SNES last night. Were you here last? Oh, it was Wednesday night. All right. Trying to remember. Oh my God, everything's a blur. Everything's a blur. I was looking for you yesterday. Oh yeah. So we gotta adjust our schedule a little bit. We're moving the Play Retro show to Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Mountain, and for the foreseeable future. So we don't need to talk to this alien again, do we? That's right. He was right here in my heart before Tank Girl. But did you ever play Lost Vikings? And have you played it more recently on the Blizzard Arcade for the Game Pass? Don't you have Game Pass? I can't remember now. I'm gonna pick it up. This guy's getting all the health. Rude. Oh, dang it. I knew that was going to happen. So we're running into a problem because we're using the 3-button controller. And one of the things in the 3-button controllers is you hold the start button to do your character selects. Unfortunately, if you hold it too long, it goes into the Genesis Mini menu. And then you get that. All right. I'm going to get it yet. Tana confirms, I've only dabbled. Little dabble do ya. All right, those are helpful tips. Shoot it. There you go. All right. Got to go bomb this thing. And with the bomb, we got to use the, first of all, we got to get in our menu, which means we have to do that. Right? We've got the item selected. Then we hit the to start and the C button, and that blows it up. Way complicated. Last time, we still had the item selected. So let's be careful not to do that again. Because last time I couldn't see, and I laid a bomb, and it was bad. Yeah. Avian says, you fellas have nothing to worry about. I'm a professional. You know, I was thinking today, Gamer Guy, what is going on? Gamer Guy Rye is here. What is up? How is your Friday, Saturday going? Wherever in the world you are? Everything going good for you? And now I want a sausage. I'm hungry for some reason. I ate. But I don't know why I'm hungry. But I am hungry. Sausages. All right, we want to get our tank up here. Our defender gets in the front, kind of blocks everything for us. But it's not going to matter here. It doesn't look like. I'm very wary of those bombs now, because that is super easy to make a mistake. If you accidentally hit that C button, you'll be seeing stars, or you'll be seeing Valhalla, is what you'll be seeing. Houdini7 says, I heard that you do get hungry when you blow yourself up. Facts. All right, so we need to first of all get our guy over here, right? Got to get the shield guy, Olaf. Nope, that's not what I meant. See, do that. We got a little action going on here. He's having a good time. Look at him. He's having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun. We're gonna wait for that alien to turn it around. Get Olaf stationed in there. Might as well get our Eric up next. He's our platformer. Fast guy, can run into walls. But that's fine. He's gonna hold the line there. Then we gotta get. Is this Balrog? Is this who this is? He's our ranged guy. He can shoot things like that. Throw up those. Nope. No, Eric. Slow down, Eric. What was I saying? Can't remember. All right. He's gonna get in here and block here. All right. Wonder if we can blow things up with a bomb. Like, can we blow up that laser with a bomb? I wonder. I'm sure. All right. I think we can't go all the way down, but what we can do is kind of stage our guys here. Oh no! Oh no! I turned around. It was trying to select characters and made a boo-boo. Freaking says, I never played this long enough. True. It's true. It's a lot of fun. Man, I'll tell you, the SNES version was much easier. By the way, Tom, look at this. Look at this. Butt crack. Butt crack. Butt crack. Oh! I'm going to eat some fruit now. Oh, I'm going to trade. Let me see if I can. Probably need to do that before. Let's. You know what we're going to do first, though? We're going to save. We're going to use our save function built into our system here. Why not? That way, if we make a mistake, we'll be okay. All right. We don't need to lock it, but that is good enough. Avian says, wait, I'm in Chicago. Should go out and get one. Yeah, you should, and then bring me one back. Avian also says, yes, the stream of conscious is strong. From Ferris Bueller to Abe Froman to sausages. I am still enjoying this. I started this, actually, I think I started this on Wednesday. Is this Zero Sugar Mountain Dew Summer Freeze. I don't know if any of you guys have checked this out. This cherry lemon raspberry. I didn't like a lot of these weird flavors that come out from Mountain Dew. I didn't care for it at first, but it's kind of grown on me, especially since I kind of get I understand a little better that it's supposed to be. See the little glare right there? It's kind of highlighting little popsicles. Remember those things? Summer Freeze? Those patriotic red, white, and blue popsicles. I don't know if they're patriotic in your area, but there you go. Look at that, Summer Freeze. Houdini says, but all those chemicals. That's right. I was telling somebody the other day. You may not know this about me. But yeah, chemicals are bad, and I should try to avoid them. But also, the fact that I'm still alive at my age is a miracle. I was a baby of Camp Lejeune, was born there, and my dad was stationed. And if you don't know what that is, I was stationed there when the water was bad, and you've probably seen all of the little ads and stuff. Hey, you should sue somebody. Anyway, so that's how I started my life. And then later on, I grew up right behind a Monsanto manufacturing plant, downwind to all the product and waste they were pumping out of there. They was right next to the lake where we took our water from. So, you know, that's super healthy and safe. Yeah, so I've been exposed to many chemicals over the years. It's a miracle. I'm one of two things. Either I'm going to live forever or I'm going to drop dead. I don't know. We'll find out. Capkeeper says military brat here too. They sprayed Agent Orange all of the land here. Perfect. Perfect. Also, VD7 says, this explains your glowing personality. Right? That's right. Brian is 107. Believe it or not, true story. I am actually that old. Avian confirms they're called preservatives, so Brian is going to be perfectly preserved. Yeah, right. The forever chemicals are the best kind. I'm mostly chemicals. Before Tank Girl. Yes. Yeah, Wonderbrat says this stream took a turn. Bloodshot, what is going on? Welcome in, Sandbard. He's the Mr. Burns of the real world. They give me the shot and my eyes get all big and I start glowing. And Mulder and Scully have to come make a guest appearance on The Simpsons. Sandbard, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, frequently the chat on the Twitch side is a little more active tonight than on YouTube. So I got a YouTube channel, and Tex and everybody, you guys have been great, but Tex especially really pushed us over the line to get us to a certain point for membership. And I was just thinking before the show, I'm ready to set up the membership. So if you decide that you would prefer to be on YouTube, I stream there anyway. If you prefer to be on there other than Twitch, doesn't matter to me. Just consume the way you like to consume. But I would like to reward people in a consistent manner across platforms if they would like to support. And I do consider just showing up and hanging out support. So little as you want or as much as you want, however you want to be, I just appreciate you being here and making this fun for me. So it's good. Howdy, says Sandbard. Absolutely, Tex. And if you're not following Tex on YouTube, you should. Tex has been working on his own streaming personality and setup. So do it. Do it. All right, let's take a look here. I'm going to try to pass off some health and not a bomb. So Eric has the most to give. And I can do that. All right. So there we go. There's that one. Now, if I go back to him and I hit C, is that or B? Nope. A. Nope. C. Start in C? Okay, start in C. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, very dangerous. Okay. Whew. I about died. About died there. Avian says, just let me know if I'm supporting you too much. No such thing, because you know what we do? I take everything that you guys give me and I just go to the retro stores and, you know, any retro projects, I just, you know, I get them, like this MemCard Pro 2, right, for the PlayStation. We're going to look at this probably on Monday night. We're going to plug in that, get this set into the PlayStation. Gives me Wi-Fi access to the memory card. And we're going to probably play Lost Vikings on the Lost Vikings 2 on the PlayStation using that new card so we can kind of test it out. Yeah, all the support for Bride, yes. Like I said, I just love it. I mean, you can just, we just put it all back in. I mean, I got a day job, so the day job makes it easy for me to go, you know, I don't have to consume anything from it. I can just put it right back into our enjoyment. Kick it. I know that Eric can run at things, but I'm not sure how he does it here. Let's see. Okay, that's the jump. If you run, there it is. There it is. All right. I thought there was a hidden area back here. It felt like there was. I did not confirm that until just now, but it felt like one of those areas where you should do that. So Eric will run. He'll run against the wall and reveal wall meat. Obviously inspired by Castlevania, right? Is Castlevania maybe the first ones to do that? Was Castlevania the first kind of that does that? I'm not sure. Texas, thanks, dude. Right now, I'm struggling mainly with how to turn my camera around so the audience can see what I'm playing. That's very difficult. That's one of the reasons why I have so many cameras. That's why I have so many cameras, so that I can do just that. Otherwise, it gets crazy. Freely says, Belog, is that how you say it? Belog is now Franz, please. All right, come on. Come on. Yeah, show Brian love on the YouTubes, too. Yeah. Like I said, consume it however you want to is usually my take. Oh, dadgummit. There we go. I can't shoot. I can't do anything. I can't like shoot him with the other guys. So that. All right. Let's make sure that. Oh, this is dangerous. All right. So we can just. Does he need help? No. Let's go ahead and send him downstairs to get him out of the way. Let's get Eric. Let's let him grab some meat. All right. Let him get down the thing. Okay. Now we can jump back over to Baylog. Do a little running, a little turning, running. Oh, turn, butt crack, butt crack. You'll have to be down first. Probably do that same again with the health exchange. Houdini says, I watch Brian from across the street. Oh, maybe I should not have said that here. Well, I do keep my windows open, right? I do keep my windows open. Me and Scott are talking in the background. All right. He sent me some stuff. I both wish and am glad you guys cannot see mine and Scott's discussions. Or behind the scenes discussions. Oh, Forte Girl says, I'm in his attic. Much better view. You guys ever watched that series? What is it called? It's like, it's not called like Stranger in the House or something, but it's something like that idea. So essentially we've seen all of the crime shows. If there's a crime show, we've seen it. And we dug really deep to find this one. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I seem like we got the recommendation after we watched Neighbors from Hell or something, but it's about people who hide in people's houses. Have you seen this? So they're it's wild. So it's kind of like squatters, but they're in your house. What's it called? Thomas says, I've heard about it. Can't remember what it's called, but we watched that, and that's terrifying. I mean, we watch murder shows all the time. Like, we should just lock the front doors. We'll be fine. You know, just be diligent. But then they're like, man was hiding, you know, in the attic. He crawled from the duplex's attic and shimmied his way down into their closet and watched them as they slept. I'm like, no. I don't live in a duplex, but just thinking about he loosened one of the bricks underneath the house and crawled into the house and lived there for 6 months, peeping up through a hole and I'm like, ah! Right? That says that would freak me out if I didn't live in an apartment, right? So yeah, it's just, I don't like, that's like the one that scares me the most. I wish I could remember the name of it. I have people in my attic, but they live there since time. They're supposed to be there. What's the name of that show? That thing. Like I said, most of them don't bother me, but that one's a little bit much for me. Let's see here. We got that, and then we B it, I think, and then yeah, there we go. All right. And then we consume it with the select start. There we go. There's start C. Particularly since I live in apartments, people everywhere. People everywhere. You'd be surprised if there wasn't someone in your house, right? Nidveda says, reminds me of the one lady who was found living in a grocery store sign. What? A lady living in welcome in, by the way. Nidvada? Maybe I'm saying it. It's one of those two, but thank you so much. Reminds me of the lady who found the grocery store sign. That is crazy. I love it. Amy says, thanks, Brian. Now I have to lock the door, not for people getting in, but for me going out and getting night terrors. People living in the closet. Dude, you have no idea. Baylog is now Franz, please. I love name generator. Oh, neat. I haven't seen that. I just saw what you put in there earlier. How does that work? Yeah. I don't need that. I got enough nightmares. I don't need additional ones. Mary McCheese, what's up? NidV says it happened in Michigan at a family fair. Wow. Just living there, huh? People live anywhere. Terrifying. Terrifying, I say. Got it. Woo! All right, there's the exit, too. We may make it yet. All right, we got to be careful here, though. Because it's real. Oh, it pauses. Okay. But not if you do it wrong. All right. Not if you do it wrong. Let's get her. Okay. Luckily, you got unlimited arrows. I don't even know why you would use the sword. I have yet to use the sword. I always use the arrows. Maybe there's a case later on. Let's get this guy here. Nope, not yet. Okay, let's get on this other side here, and now we're protected. Oh, being this close is dangerous. Run. All right, we got it. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Kick it. Let's get this guy so we can see him. He's blasting me with his eye lasers. Even says, in all seriousness, I used to get night terrors due to stress. Now I have medication that provides vivid dreams. Oh my gosh. That's just as bad, right? Vivid dreams? That sounds horrible. I like for my dreams to be loosey-goosey. I like to be able to realize I'm in a dream. I like weird crap to happen in my dreams. So I'm like, yeah, that's just a dream, man. It's all good. I don't like silent lucidity. Silent lucidity. Say it right? There we go. We did it. We finally finished. That was way harder than the SNES version. TLPT, way harder with the exchanges and stuff. Golly. If you're gonna play this on the Sega Genesis, they did have the 6-button controller support, and my God, I would recommend it. As a matter of fact, should we get? Oh, I was. You know what? I was dreading having to dig up above, because I got a lot of stuff stacked up high, and I was dreading getting to the case with all the minis, because I have my Sega Genesis Mini 2s, and that has the 6 buttons, but I left it down. I left it down. So good news, everybody. Good news. We can pop right in there. But now that I've trained myself completely with the 3 button, it's gonna be bad. There's your other Sega Genesis Minis, right? There's your Model 2s. Might as well put that out here while we're doing, right? That's the North American version. This one is the Japanese version. Got different games on it. But they both came with... I'm trying to remember which one came with which. Because there are 2 different controllers. I think they're essentially the same size. It's that one. Looks like we're not using that one. No, they're different sizes. They are different sizes. Interesting. Now I've got to go back and look. Why are you hung on this? All right, there we go. Get off it! Get off it! All twisted up. There are different sizes, though. That means one is probably an official size, and I have a real one around here somewhere. I'll be lucky enough to get that. This guy and his minis. Right, ICU? Sandbard says, planning. Planning. All right, so we've got 2 little controllers here. We got the guy on the left. We got the guy on the right. They are a little different in size, or maybe they're not. Maybe that was an optical illusion when I had them in there. No, definitely one's smaller than the other. So the one with the blue button on the front, which is the more colorful one, start button, is smaller. But I feel like this is probably more accurate in the size department. Does it say on the back which one this came with? This is the model MK16530. Don't you love the way I have to do my glasses? Because I'm blind, I don't have my reading glasses on, which are bifocals. I got my other ones. This is the HAA 2522. I don't know. I don't know. Either one should work. I'm going to go with the larger one. Avian says, so I have a mini SEGA. Any games I ought to fire up? This one for sure, as long as you got the 6-button controller, which the original one did not come with. But yeah, so we'll look at that actually. I do have a few that I have loaded up, so we'll have to take a look at that. I do recommend, if you have an opportunity to pick up one, do, especially if it's like sub $100. I don't know if I would pay more than $100 for one, because you can pretty much get into the realm of being able to buy a full-size one with like an EverDrive style type cart, you know, or one of those 401 carts or something. It is convenient, but once you start getting over $100, you can start getting some, you know, maybe an HDMI adapter for pretty inexpensive, and one of those multi-carts for just a little bit more money. Maybe a little less convenient, but still. Toys, says Avian. Toys! Or Tech Girl says, use a joystick with one button for hard mode. Oh my god. Yeah, forgettable. Before Tech Girl earlier talking about this vivid dreams, much better to have forgettable dreams. Yeah, sleep paralysis is scary. I actually do have night terrors. I still have night terrors a bit. It's not good. It's not good. I will sleep scream in my sleep, and I have to get punched when that happens. Get a little nudge. Let's see if it just automatically works, or am I gonna do something special? Will it automatically detect that I have the more buttons? It does. Oh my god, that's so much easier. All I gotta do is hit the Z button, and it cycles through there. Let's see. Oh, or this one too. So it's these two buttons here. Is the is that the X or the Z button, and you can just go in whichever direction you want. Oh, Jeebus, that's much better. So basically, like we did with the bumpers on the SNES controller, just it's these front legs. We still don't have any bumpers, but same functionality. Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I know, Dave. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal. I mean, it's usually me having a vivid dream of someone in the house, and I'm somewhere between awake and asleep, because I'm looking around the room essentially, and I'm seeing, but I'm dreaming. So, you know, I'm like open my eyes, and it is sleep paralysis essentially, I suppose. So, you know, I'll open my eyes and I'm looking around because it's dark, but I'll think someone's in the room. So I'm kind of like hallucinating some. And so then I'll start trying to yell, and I'm still actually asleep, and I start going, I woke myself up doing it before. It's just hilarious. It's terrible though. I'm broken. Yes, Sandbart says, like Homer Simpson? No. Avia says, I don't want to psychoanalyze, but is there anything stressful during these events? It was for me. I can't say that there's been anything that I've been able to go like, yeah, you know, I was really stressed out during that time. I don't think I've ever really analyzed it. I'm usually so full of, what's the word? Like, I'm so worried that I'm stressing Audra out by waking her up in the middle of the night by doing that. So I usually end up spending my energy feeling bad for doing it. So yeah. 410 Girl says, I feel someone jabbing me sometimes. It's the trying to scream for help that sucks. Oh, that's terrible. Ooh, I don't like that. Honda says, happens to me more often during afternoon naps. So interesting. So instead of doing the falling asleep, suddenly jolted to awake, you have it like in naps. Oh, that's terrible. Usually I'm like in deep REM sleep, I believe. Yeah. Amy says the fun ones back in the day were when the track lighting morphed into techno-organic spiders. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to keep the lights off, but Audra likes to keep lights on for like the bathroom and stuff, so I think that makes it worse, because even though I can see, it's like the person I'm imagining is also like lit. When it's just dark, it's more like a feeling. It's like, oh, I sense somebody in there. It's terrible. Yeah, that's not pleasant at all, 4 Tango. That's scary. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so hey, look, now we got our 6-button controller on the Sega Genesis. We should be able to move around. Let's go ahead and hop over to our friend here, Olaf, who's going to protect our bacon as he scrolls down here. Hopefully he's going to be the guy. We remember this from the other day. We'll need to bring Eric. Eric. Oh, Eric, he fell right off. Oh, because the platform wasn't there. I'm like, why didn't he go down the platform? Because I didn't position him to. He will get some fall damage. Look like it's just the one though. All right, and now let's see. Their secondary move still like so a secondary move. That's good. So it's making a noise. That long press on B is doing something. I got to figure out what that does or why, I suppose. Okay, let's see if I can remember. I think it is B. No, B's the jump, so it must be the C button. No, it must be the A button. Nope. You have to already be running to do it, and then you press whatever button it is. Oh, what is it? I know I've done it before because it's one of the A, B, C buttons. It's not the jump, right? Or maybe it is. Nope. We're not running far enough. Oh, there it is. Maybe that. Did it just kick in? Oh, there it is. So it is the A button. There just wasn't a lot of room to do it. You have to do it in a certain amount of steps, I'm assuming. Okay. Fun. Yeah, punch him before Tango. Do it. Amy says, now between sleep and full awake is seen unusual bugs crawling on the ceiling. I've had that too. Now I just stare at it until it disappears. Yeah, that can be a weird feeling. I wouldn't say it's like bugs, but definitely like things moving around. We're so messed up. We're so messed up. I'm glad I'm not the only one, though. That's the best part. That's the best part. Not being the only one. Oh, this is so much better. Oh, my God. We're going to move through this so much faster now. That was so difficult with the 3 buttons. Do not recommend the 3-button setting. Oh, what am I doing? I almost walked through there. Okay, we need to get to our guy here. I could get fast at this, I bet. All right, this is the teleporter. Can we all teleport at the same time, or are we gonna telefrag? We're gonna Quake telefrag here, or we're gonna like? Okay, so you gotta do it one at a time. Okay. You have to go back. So you can't like all transport at the same time. You have to have the character selected. That's how the teleporter works. I was wondering if it was like the platform thing. Okay, we've got a red key here, but I think we're going to have to float down if I remember correctly. Olaf has the ability to use his shield as a float. So that's good. Honda says, can we just evolve to the point where we don't have to sleep already? Right. Yeah. I don't know. I've kind of thought about it a little bit. It's like, would you rather? Okay, so maybe let's say these were the options. I mean, I'm narrowing the field down. It doesn't have to be these options, but I feel like you have to give if you want to get. So, would you rather continue like we do now? Sleep, like a third of the day, active a third, and like in kind of a little bit of whatever we do for the other third. Or would you rather live a third less long life, but not sleep? So if average lifespan is, let's say 90 for free, so it's easy to do math. And so now you would live to 60, but you wouldn't have to sleep. Would it be better to not sleep, live to 60, or sleep and live to 90? What do you think? Would it be better? Wonderbrass says, I go with sleep. Shorter life for sure, says a Forte girl. Greg says, give me the sleep. Give me the sleep. But sleeping is so much fun, says Sandbard. Except when you have the night terrors. Tana says, shorter life, older life sucks. You know, that's also a good question. Do we factor in biological age? Because when I say 60, I'm talking about chronological age. But if you weren't sleeping, you would probably be, those cells would be breaking down faster, right? Because you're not having any time to regenerate them. So we're just kind of bypassing all of that, and so we have to chop up the chronological age into the equivalent of the biological age, right? How about then? You'll be older, shorter a time, right? Okay. Okay, nice little thought experiment. Let's figure it out. Let's see if we can make a deal. See if we can make a deal with God, Devil of the Universe. And figure it out. Right. Maybe it says, for me and Brian, that's 10 years or so away anyway. But yeah, I see you never being tired would be cool. Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice, right? Yeah, because I guess if you don't sleep, then I guess you would never really be... You would not be able to fight and sleep. Like, you wouldn't have to worry about... you wouldn't have to worry about, like, trying to stay awake on long trips. You may get tired, but you wouldn't get sleepy. So that would be interesting. Man, you could just drive. Holy smokes. That's a weird thought. That's messing with me. All right, so we got to do that. Now we jump down. Here we go. There's the key. We got it. Here's our little alien guy here. We need to teleport back up. Got this. The key is retrieved. Oh, was that a red key? It looks like I thought it was a yellow key. Oh, it's a red key. It's right there in my menu item, Ryan, right there. It's right there. No, I don't want to give up. Never give up. Never surrender. Oh, we got to do... Oh, that's right. Now we can select things differently, right? Wait, do we... You don't hit the start button? You got to hold the start button still? No, that's not how that works. Well, how do you... Okay, we got a 6-button thing here, but now I don't know how to select my things because we pressed the start button for... Oh, you know what? This has... Was the mode button on the 6-button controller? No, that's just for this system. I think that's just for this system. Let's put it in slot 2 where it belongs. Let's put it in slot 2, baby. Oh, Sandbard's going to bed. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's good seeing you. Have fun. And going to sleep. Don't have any nightmares. Oh, it's 9:30 there. Yeah, it's getting to be 8:30 here, so you're a little bit down the road, right, or up the road. Have some good sleep. Do the good sleep. Live to 90. Right, Tana? It would change so many things, including the way we think about our time. Yes. You'd just be going to work again. You're going to turn it around. You're going to get sleepy. Oh my God, what will the work week look like? Okay. All right, so the Y button uses the item that selects. Since I only have one item, maybe it doesn't cycle through? Okay, interesting. I gotta figure out this new control set. It's a little different. Pew. Still not as many buttons as the SNES, right? Well, let me see. 4 buttons and 2. Yeah, I guess it's... Well, there is one fewer buttons on the 6-pad because you got 2 shoulder buttons on the SNES and 4 face buttons, but you have a select and start. Even the 6-button controller only has a start button and no select buttons. So, technically... It's the wrong button. It's the A button? There it is. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, and here's our little down. Going down. There's the yellow key. Just trying to be careful here. There we go. Let's get Olaf up in here to see what's going on. We got a yellow keyhole. He's my scout as well, I suppose. Oh, that's right. We gotta be able to get up to it, and there's only one guy who can do that. That's my platformer. It's not high enough, so we're gonna have to use Olaf for a little springboard action. There we go. We got what is that? Is it like a bomb? Oh no, he can shoot too. He can shoot. Oh no, he's got lasers. What is this thing? What does that do? What does that thing do? I'm gonna fall damage? No fall damage. Or did I have fall damage? Was that fall damage or was that from earlier? I think that was from earlier. Why is he burping? Oh, I ate the thing. Oh, that's fine because I needed one anyway. He's huffing and puffing all the time. I think he's got some health issues. There is the mode button, but is that only for this system? Or was that on the original? Was there a mode button on the original 6-button, Tonda? If it was, then you're right. It's the same exact buttons. Because when I press the mode button here, it goes into that. So I just assumed, that's was something for this. I have to get my real 6-button out. I should have already done that. Then I would know. Okay, still blocking this guy. All right, can't get past me. That's good. So it was on the original. So there you go. So exact same amount of buttons then, right? Okay, so he just blew. I was worried he was going to explode or something. He's like little bomb people. Okay, so no problem. So we need to wrap this up then. Just get this guy here. Get Olaf to push him a little bit. Get Eric. Oh, you know what? Eric might be able to run. Let's see. There might be something over here. Let's check. No, nothing over there. That's fine. Does get a little stunned there. That's fine. Yeah, I definitely would not recommend playing this with the 3-button. Yeah, that is some crap. That is some crap. Well, I feel like maybe he can push through here. Let's see if he can get some freebies here. I'm still curious what those little arrow things are that Eric picked up. There's nothing there. All right. Get the rest of our characters in position. We can exit out. If I bash one more wall right now, my head will plode. My head will plode. And that would be horrible. Tana says, in reference to the original mode button was mainly used apparently for switching between 3 and 6 button modes, but some games used it for other things. I did not know that. Interesting. Throwing star. Ooh, you know, kind of looks like a throwing star. It feels like it might be something that moves or shakes the whole screen. I got his boots. It's great to have such great friends, right? Password is ground. I like the passwords are 4 characters and they all kind of usually spell something. Great, ground, beef. All right. Why didn't we just do that? I could have started at this later session. Why am I playing through again when we could just jump straight through? Because we already did this on the SNES. Ah, so dumb. I'm such a goober. I'm such a goober. All right, so let's go do some scouting. Oh, that's going to be difficult because if we go down here, now we have a possibility of somebody coming behind us. Oh, interesting. All right. This little platforming opportunity here, it looks like. Come on, Eric. There we go. A little nervous down here. Oh, Eric's gonna get totally murdered down there with that. Yeah! Oh boy, I just barely made that. Oh, I do remember this section now. All right, so we gotta send that up. Hit this button. Did I hit it? Okay, looks like I've hit it. I think that, yeah, that's the little laser thing there. So now I gotta pick my brother. I gotta go pick my brother up. All right. Let's see. Probably best is to use Balogs. Focus, man. Focus. Got that guy. Got that guy. Oh, did I get him? Yeah, I got him. Let's get this apple. And we need to hit over this way. Up. And we're fine there. Let's get Olaf. Will Eric be able to jump from there? I think he probably can jump from there. I don't think that's too far. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, more jumping opportunities. Oh, no! Oh, no, wait, guys, go up. Oh, that was close. Holy smokes. You know to send out your scout first, Brian. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Now, that's a laser launcher, so we're not going to be able to blast him. Confirm. Nope. Will not do anything there. Right in the face before take it right in the... Oh. Alright, we need this. Do we have a key for this? We do not have a yellow key yet, so we need the... Oh, yellow key's over there. Duh. Alright, so Eric's going to have to do some fancy footwork. Oh, we need to save here. I think this is a save moment. No, I don't want to give up. We need to hit mode. Mode. A la mode. Let's see here. Jump it? There we go. All right. Let's jump this thing. Eek. Oh, no. Oh, I got it. If you stand here. Oh, boy, this is going to be... Oh, this is not good. Yikes. It takes me a few seconds to get started, too. All right, we killed this guy up here, right? We did. All right, I don't open this yet, though. I probably need to... Oh, no! Dadgummit! Move the wrong character. All right, here we go. And now we need to... I don't want to eat it. I want to swap it. So I need to select it. How do you... No, he's not the one who has it. There we go. No, how do you select the item, though? I don't know how to select anything in this mode. Kick it. Is it? Oh, maybe that button and C? B. CB? No. How do you... Okay. Interesting. How am I supposed to give that? I don't know. All right, let's go look at the manual real quick. Let's head back over to the manual. In 6-button mode, in order to select item, it's use item button. That's the Y for using, right? Yeah. Allows if I can use a highlighted item in that character's supply of items. Z and X okay. Two are playing in the multiplayer game. Player 1 starts with control. Pressing A, B, and C at the same time will give control to the other player. Oh, as in the one player pressing these X and Z will switch control to one of the other Vikings. Oh, that's or. Okay, or. This is the inventory mode button. Oh no. Oh no. This game. Oh, this is interesting. So this may cause a problem. The mode button is the one that allows you to move the flashing box, but the mode button is mapped to the system button. I wonder if I can disable that in settings. Or if I hold it longer, or if when I hit it, will it... Nope. Okay, so... Interesting. All right. Turn to main. Let's make sure we save first. Oh, now, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. It's slot 1. Remember, we moved to slot 1. Okay. Return to the game main menu. And let's see if we can turn the mode button off in some fashion. No, it's not what I meant. You knew what I meant. Screen settings, staff, reset to... There may not be an option. Don't forget to switch off the manual. That is a mighty fine point, Tondagosa. So, is there a way to disable the mode button? I don't think there is. That may be a problem for this game in general. Interesting. Interesting. The settings, I only see language, screen settings. I don't see an option for doing that. Okay. Interesting. I can't be the only person who has run across this. It's just not, it's not possible. Is it like, you have to like press something when you start? What does that little circly mean? What is the Rubik's Cube with the little question mark on it? What is that? What is that? Let's go take a look. It's in a book. Why? Because I think Twitch's on ads anyway, so that's fine. So we'll take a look. Yeah, Tondo, I've showed you the Neo Geo Pocket, right? You were here for when I showed off the Neo Geo. Yeah, right. Have you seen my Neo Geo Pocket? Yeah, I think you have it. The puzzle game? That's a good question. Puzzly? Question mark? Sega Genesis Mini. They call it Classic Mini because I think Nintendo called theirs Classic Mini. The mode button. Turn off or disable or something like that. Based on information, there's no direct state of the game. Mode button on the Genesis Mini stick control serves compatibility and allow user we talked about. That's not true. Typically, you would use it to holding down the mode button while powering on the console. Just switch the controller to 3-button mode. Unplug and replug the controller using a different controller. Avoid pressing the physically remove the button. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Genesis Mini, how to turn off in-game with power button. I don't think... We might have to read the frickin' instruction manual. I don't think anyone's answered this question. I can't be the only person who's done this before. Am I the only person? Am I the only person who has tried to play The Lost Vikings or some game with the mode switch? Surely not. Poor Tank Girl says Bunny Rabbit is outside eating grass. He's so cute. He's so cute. I don't see anything discussing the mode button in this. Wait. How to change the boot screen on your mini NES. This is a Hack-Chi thing. I wonder if I can do it in Hack-Chi. Ah, let's take a look at that. Maybe that is where some of my action may happen. And I don't know if I have the latest version of it either. Let's see if there's anything in here. Tools. Oh man, I think I'm about to have to get deeper into something than I want to get into. But how else am I supposed to heal up my characters? Is that what I was doing this for? I forgot why I was hitting the mode button now. Why was I needing the mode button? I can switch back to the 3-button controller. Oh, because I needed to give inventory. I couldn't, unless it's the pre-select, unless it's the default in the inventory, which I can use through the controls. If I need to navigate through them, I have to hit the mode button. All right. All kinds of stuff on everything but the thing we're looking for. Maybe my Google Foo is not good enough. Oh, wait. I see something here. Genesis Mini. Change 6-button mode button to not bring up menu. Okay. All right, so maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. So Reddit, Genesis Mini, 4 years ago. Answered their own questions. By the way, I tested the Genesis Mini with PS4 controller. It works great. I like 6-button controller for fighting games, but 3 buttons for everything else. What's everyone's favorite game? Oh, you just talking. Now you just right in your mouth. Where's the solution? Maybe with RetroArch? Stock, definitely not. Okay, so Dark Meme Chan is pretty convinced that you can't do it with stock. If all else fails, free to open it up and rip it out. Swapping out of the game core emulator to Genesis Extreme. So the core or the emulator. Capcom says corrective stream for me. Put 4 more small Lego sets together. Nice. Jealous of that great thrift find, by the way. All I found, by the way, was the monkey butthole. Just a monkey butthole. Well, yeah, that's not true. I found some other things too. Mostly just DVD stuff. No great finds today, just DVD stuff. So does it sound like they've got some confirmation that's the only way, and really Genesis GX Plus is way better than the stock emulator. I mean, I try to keep these things as close to stock as possible without fiddle farting around too much. And the reason why is because, you know, I'll come back in 6 months from now when I haven't played with it in forever, and I'll be like, what the hell is this thing doing? This doesn't make any sense. So I like to be as close to stock as possible so that for just general sanity. All right, you know what time it is? It is about time to wrap it up anyway, so that'll work. Hey, you know what? Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. It's been amazing. Thank you guys for just being awesome. And yeah, because Audra and Zoe and Caitlin just arrived home, so I need to go check on those guys, see how they're working on our project, see how that's going. Yeah, so let's do that. Thank you, Tondagosa. It was a lot of fun. Wrap it up, baby. Yo, wrap it up. And make sure you check your closets and your attics and under the house to make sure that nobody is living there. What was the name of that stupid show? Did we ever figure out what it was? Reality crime drama crime show about people living in attic or something like that. Let's see. They got a name for it. It's called Frogging. Hiding in My House. Hider in My House? It's a Lifetime thing? No. 4 strangers caught and hiding in man's attic. 4? Oh my gosh. This can't be right. Frogger? I would definitely remember Frogging. I definitely would have remembered Frogging. I don't think that's the name of it. Hider in My House sounds kind of similar to it. But frogging? Let me show you what it's spelled. You can see it right there. Frogging. I don't think that's right. That does sound scary too. I think I would have remembered frogging. I think maybe it's another show that's doing the same thing. Absolute Captain Kipper, glad we could do it. That can't be the name of it. Just living in weird places. It was more like show about squatters. It's not right though. Maybe, yeah, worst roommate ever, maybe? No. Is that? No, that's where people, I have seen that too. Have you seen worst roommate ever? That was also terrible. Maybe it was squatters. That's not right. I gotta keep looking. No, I'm not supporting your free content. Get out of here. But worst roommates ever is pretty good too. A lot of people like still won't leave. It's like, get out of here. All right, whatever. Well, I've been enjoying playing the Lost Vikings with you guys. We'll be back on Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we're gonna be looking at the Sega, the Saturn version of the PS1 version of Lost Vikings 2. I'll probably play a little of this offline to get a little further into the story and check it out further. I've already started my show notes for the Play Retro show on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Greg for Walkman, absolutely. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you before Tank Girl, Captain Kipper, Tonda was here. Don't know if you're still lurking or not. Sandbar, I think, headed to bed. Thank you guys. Who am I missing? Freely was here earlier on. ICU popped in, got me to accidentally whitelist bad words. Thunderbrat was there at the very beginning. I know Tex was here as well over on YouTube. Thank you so much. Am I missing anybody else? I know you guys we had some more people probably lurking. A lot of lurkers sometimes. And they pop in and say hi. Nidvada popped in for a while. Mayor McCheese was lurking, I believe. Popped in real quick. If I ever butcher your username, I apologize. Houdini7 was here. Yes, Houdini7 was here. I said Free League was up here earlier. Oh, Bloodshot Tell. Oh, you're well preserved. I think I missed that. Well, thank you for that as well. Wunderbrat was here. Yes. And let's see. And also just a huge thanks to everybody who supports me on Patreon, and on YouTube, and on, whether you do it through the Play Retro show or if you do it straight to my personal one, or just everybody who comes out and hangs out and subscribes on Twitch and does all the things, comes to the Discord server and hangs out, and just anything you do. Tim Loster was here earlier. Yes, very good. By the way, we'll be back. Bastard almost stopped it on YouTube. Be back next Friday as well. Start planning. We're doing our community event on next Friday, most likely, which will be the 27th. We'll be doing some of our Jackbox party games. Yeah, so tune in next Friday, back right about this time. Well, yeah, about 7 typically. Yeah, sweet dreams, sweat dreams. Wishing me some sweat dreams, baby. Craig for Walkman says, should we? We're not gonna bother raiding anybody tonight. I don't think anybody's on anyway. But do go watch it. So be sure to tune in Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time for me doing more Lost Viking. Tuesday, doing the show with Scott, Play Retro show, 6 p.m. Eastern. Friday, community event. Don't forget that. Probably 7 p.m. Eastern time, so give time to get home. And also, go follow Tonda Ghost. If you haven't already followed Tonda, follow him. He streams tomorrow on Saturday. And if you're in the community and like to hang out, go to the Discord server, and we do Sunday Race Day. So lots of things to do. Lots of stuff to hang out with, right? Sweet. No, sweet, said Greg Welkman. Not sweat, sweet. All right, guys. Have a good night. And go play something retro. I think you'll enjoy it. But not this game, the 6 button with the mode thing. Don't do that.